Welcome to World of Braiding and Extensions Limited. Now, today we're going to be doing something really exciting and different. My team and I, we've decided to be of more support to you, our viewers, people who believe in us and have trusted in us and have been asking for answers to questions. We've decided to come up with something we call the World of Braiding and Extensions helpline. So my name is Joy Fido, and as usual, I'll be chatting with you with all your questions and inquiries, so that if you have a question that you have asked and we find that this question is repeating itself over and over, we're going to be able to answer this question here on the helpline, and then other people who probably had similar questions but couldn't think of how to ask it will then have the answers. So lots of emails, and so we're going to be responding to them. But what we've decided, we'll pick out a few that are really, we call them the star letters or the star emails, and we'll talk about them and read them out, and then we'll take it from there. So welcome on board. So to get us started, I'd like us to get to know who we are again. I know you've been watching us and listening to us and being our friend and following us and supporting us all these years. But I know we haven't really explained ourselves, and this is what I want to do. I want you to understand that you're in the right hands and you're dealing with people who know what they're talking about. So first of all, what is or who is World of Braiding? Now, what do we represent? What is our mission in chatting with you and passing on information and knowledge and skill to you? So number one, we are Professional Natural Hair and Extensions Business School. So I like to emphasize that word business, because there are lots of people out there who want to teach you skill, especially on YouTube. I hear people say to me, but why can't I just go and learn it on YouTube free? We are here not to just equip you with a skill, but we're equipping you with a skill and the ability to turn that skill into a business. So that's the big difference between us and others. And we are not just teaching you any basic thing. We are teaching you the professional way of looking at natural hair and extensions. So we are your business school to guide you and support you and get you to achieve that thing that you are hoping to achieve. And for us, it matters a lot that you are able to use the skill and the knowledge we pass on to you and turn it into a business. Why do we want you to have that business skill? Because it would then give you the freedom, that financial freedom or financial independence. We are really big on this. We don't want anyone thinking that they should suffer or stand on a queue looking for jobs or writing for applications for jobs, saying, I'm educated, I've got this skill, I've got that skill, I've got that knowledge, I've been to university, I've been to cosmetology school, but I still don't have what to do. We want you to take whatever it is you've got and turn it into a business. So that's the first thing we're here to talk about, to guide you in your business understanding. Then number two, we are your Professional Natural Hair and Extensions Design Center. We love to use that word design, because when people call us and they want their hair done, they are thinking we are just like the next door, illiterate, untrained young girl who's just looking at how to play with hair and gain some little money in her pocket. No, we do this for a living. This is our business. We train people. We work with hair professionally. We create it to be glamorous. So for us, we call it is your right to be beautiful naturally. So we teach you about healthy hair. We take you through your hair itself. We want you to understand your natural hair. And if you decide to put extensions in it, we guide you through what extensions is best for your hair, best for what style. By the time you come here, we are taking you through understanding what your hair is and what extensions works best for it. You'll be like you've been to a school. And funny enough, this is Pride Magazine, the April edition. And I had the fashion editor come here to get her hair done. Chevelle is her name. And she gave a review on what we do here. Her statement was, by the time you finish with Joy's hairstyle, it will look like you went to school to study about hair. That's how committed and passionate we are about hair. So we want you to understand that. So remember, we are different from your regular hairstylist out there who's offering you braids and weaves and twists. We take you through the education. And I always say to people, think Marks and Spencer's, think Primark, think different shops. There are differences. So if you know you cannot afford the price we are quoting, we don't feel bad about it. Happily say, okay, I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of money. That's fine. Go get your hair damaged, and then eventually you turn back and say, could you teach me, tell me what's best for my hair? Because we go that far to guide you through your hair. So this is Pride Magazine, the April edition. You want to hear what others think about us? Buy this magazine and you get to know what we're talking about. So number 3, who we are, we are Black Hair Education and Solution Center. Now when we say black hair, we're talking hair on basically black people. We love to call it Afro hair, but some people prefer not to be known to have Afro hair. Well, that's what it is. Afro hair is the hair that we black people wear. Now we call it education and solution because this is where we find that we have the most inquiries. Now, lots of us black people have no idea what our black hair is. That is the honest truth. What I seem to find is everyone is doing trial and error. And so everyone's making mistakes, and this is why lots of us think the black hair does not grow, the black hair is dry, the black hair is difficult to work with. I have written blogs upon blogs upon blogs. So this is what we are again. We are here to support you to understand your natural hair. We want to give you that solution that you're seeking. So I wear natural hair, all my children wear natural hair, and you've seen that in our various DVDs and videos. This is where we stand out big. We want you to understand your natural hair, because once you understand it, you will know how to work with it, and you're not going to have issues anymore. Because what we found out is lots of the issues that black people have been struggling with their hair, which has led us to putting chemicals in them, is the products we're using. They're wrong for our hair. So over the years, 9 years now, we've been putting all our effort in understanding the black hair, and now we know what black hair is, and so here we educate you and we give you solutions on that. So number 4, who again we are your hair extensions and beauty accessories center. So we've created a website purely for this, e-commerce. You can buy DVDs from that website. You can buy your wigs, which is one of the things I recommend a lot, especially when you wear natural hair, in case you don't feel like wearing your hair out every day, especially when the weather turns really cold in the Western world. We work with all kinds of things on that website. So if you have any issues at all, anything you want to understand about accessories, we just did a video, a video on creating designs with the box braids. You're going to see that coming up soon. That's already on. So again, it's for you to see how you can play with accessories to make your hair look beautiful. So that's who we are again. And the number 5 is, who are we? Now we have what we call the Digital Media and Communication Center. This is where all this information is coming across to you. So for you to be able to sit there and watch our videos, someone sitting behind that camera and creating all of this. So this is a huge platform for us. We want to use this platform to educate as many people that are willing to listen to us. And some of the areas we're going to be going into, so far we've been so focused on hair, is going to grow. We're going to look into employment. What kind of businesses can people take up? We're going to look into hair beauty, which you've already been seeing. We're going to look into weight management. We have people wondering what's the best thing I could be doing to help me lose weight and look good. We're looking at fashion. We're looking at education. What kind of skills could you be taking up if you want to do something with your life? Family issues, all kinds of things are going to be popping up to help you. Personal development is another huge area that I love a lot, because if your mind is not right, whatever you're doing in life does not seem to work out right. So first of all, I always say to people, you have to organize your mind first. And all of these different issues are going to be put on another YouTube channel, which we will let you know once we organize that. But we want you to know that we have what we call the Digital Media Center of our business. So now that you know all the things we represent, we want you to know that whatever questions you have in any of these areas, please feel free to email us, Skype us, chat with us, and we're more than happy to chat with you. Now, today's star question comes from a lady called Ruby, and Ruby comes from Sacramento in California. Now, Ruby's question is, she started working with hair from the age of 12, and thereafter she veered off doing so many different other things. Now she's 22, she's got a child, and she wants to go back into hair because she wants to be able to walk around her son, give her son and herself a bit more quality time together as a family, and be able to do something that also helps bring in some finances into the house and keep everyone happy. Now, we are absolutely in love with this question because this is an area where lots of people are struggling. Now, if you've been watching our videos, I have always made it very clear. This is an area that got me started. I used to work in all kinds of industries. I've done all kinds of jobs. And I got to the point where I was made redundant. I became unemployed and I had children. Now, this is why our dream most times is for women, because we know how difficult it can be, especially when you've got kids and then they have to feed, you have to live in a home, you have to pay bills, you have to live a basic life. I hear people say to me, oh, you love talking about money. Yes, I love talking about money, because if you have not got money, you cannot feed your kids, you cannot dress them up properly, you cannot travel the world. I happen to be one of those people who love traveling. So money to me makes the world go round. So if you want to have a basic, happy, healthy life, you need money in your purse, whichever way you want to look at it. So Ruby is on the right track. She wants to have something that gives her a job that she can be at home with her son and then be able to, have money coming in as well. So World of Braiding, we're here educating you. We want you to have a skill that can allow you to walk around your kids. And that's what I did. I had my skill and I could walk around my kids. I could go to school, pick them up, and I could take them back to school depending on what stage your son or your daughter is in school. So we want you to be able to contact us. Tell us what stages that you are at. Are you completely new? You want to start from the beginning? We will guide you. Have you been doing a bit of braiding in the past, or you want to turn it around into a business? Because this is another area we find people are in. They already know how to braid, they do different things, but they don't know how to turn that skill into a business. We will guide you through that. We have just done a series of videos. It's going to be about 5 to 7 DVDs, and we call it the business enterprise of black hair. You hear me keep talking about black because I am so focused on our black people. There are so many things we need to understand about life to get on that ladder of feeling good about ourselves. So that DVD is going to come out soon. Start asking questions now, because I give you so much information on how to get started. But before you start looking at the business side, I want you to perfect your skill, because the skill is what people are going to come to you for, first of all. And once they've got their hair done, you want to glamorize that hair. So these are the different things that's going to be happening. So let's start by you telling us exactly what stage you are, and then we will guide you on the kind of techniques that you need to pick up. And once you've got that, we will move your business forward gradually. But what I really do not want to hear from people, this is what ticks me off. Your DVDs are expensive. I hear that. It's just about $30. You buy 20 shoes. You buy 30 shoes, you buy handbags, you buy clothes, you buy all kinds of things. I buy them too, but when I started on this route, I paid a lot of money to gain knowledge. I invested. For me, I call it investment. And I want you, if you want to change your life, you have to change the way you see things. So be willing to invest. And we had to come up with the DVDs because inquiries were coming from all over the world. I live far. I live in Canada. I live in California. I live in Switzerland. I live wherever. And you are so far away. I have to travel on the plane. I have to look for a hotel. I have to leave my family. We understood all of that because I've been through that myself. And so we came up with the DVDs. These DVDs are very detailed. Anyone who's bought it, we have not had any problems at all. I can tell you here, we guarantee our DVDs. So if you bought our DVD, is not giving you what you were looking for, contact us and we'll walk through that with you. So Get the DVDs, get started, and be willing and ready again to invest in understanding the business. I don't know any business that starts so cheaply as the one we offer. So it's your chance. You have to change your life and you have to change the way you think. Star question number 2 came from Lynette, and Lynette's question was all about her natural hair. She went into natural hair a year ago, and when the weather changed, she braided it. So again, as usual, there's no moisture, especially when it's winter, and this winter is really not healthy for black hair. So this is again one of the areas where I find it a bit weird when people say, I just want to have my hair out all the time. You like to have your hair out, but the environment is not encouraging you to leave your hair out. So this is something you have to consider. So Lynette did a good thing by putting her hair in braids when it was winter time. Now, where it started going wrong was she left the hair in for 5 months. So do not leave your hair in for too long. 3 months is about ideal. And what we normally recommend is wear it for 6 weeks and then go back to your stylist to do a touch-up. We call it the hairline touch-up. So touch up the hairline again, it looks brand new again for another 6 weeks, and that's your 3 months for you. So she left it for 5 months, and when she took it out, the hair started breaking really badly. Now, so many things could have been responsible for that. The hair obviously got really dry in the braids. So when you're wearing braids, make sure you have what we call a braid sheen. There's so many types of braid sheens, but if you don't feel like buying, you can always create yours, which if you watch my videos on natural hair, I'll talk to you about how you can get just the natural oils and mix them in spring water, that's bottled water, not tap water, and just spray it in the hair while it's in braids. So she left it in, and then the hair became really dry. So when she took it, her hair broke really badly. So one thing is the hair was dry. And number 2, now whenever you take out your braids, you are definitely going to see hair breakage. Why is that? Because we lose hair about 100 strands, between 40 to 100 strands, and I read a few places where they even go as far as 200 strands a day. So when you're losing this amount of hair every day and you keep your hair for 3 months, that means you're going to lose a lot of hair. So just do the math, 100 times 90 days. But if you left it in for 5 months in the case of Lynette, so that's 100 strands a day times 5 months. So that's why you saw a lot of hair. Now, when you see a lot of hair, don't think that's the end of the world, but naturally we don't want that to happen. Hence the moisture, to keep the hair moisturized so it's not too dry. Now another thing is the shampoo that you use. So the shampoo may have also contributed to breaking the hair. Now another question we've come across in the past too is people thinking when they wear braids they shouldn't shampoo their hair. Yes, you can shampoo your hair, because you don't want the hair dirty. Remember, you're spraying it with all kinds of things, so the hair gets all clumpy. So when you shampoo the hair, you take out a bit of this too much. Again, there's a lot of dirt in the atmosphere, so lots of things happen. So shampoo the hair and then treat the hair back. But when we get that kind of detailed question on shampooing and maintenance, I'll talk you through that. So the shampoo you're using may be very drying, so remember, focus on sulfate free. That's the word I want you to pick up, because people come back to me and say, but what particular one should I buy? If it says to you sulfate free, go for it. That is fine. Then the conditioner is another thing. Conditioner that you use should also say silicone free. Silicone free is the main focus. Don't ask me what particular one should I buy. Anyone that says silicone free is fine, because I don't live where you are, so I don't know what is available where you are. Now another tip is, when you're wearing braids, do not put cream conditioner in your hair, because they tend to basically soften the base of your strands of braids and they start coming out. So while you're in braids, just put the leave-in conditioners. They are liquids, you just spray them in after you've shampooed your hair. And so the conditioner counts, the shampoo counts, and all of this, we're making the hair dry and difficult to comb. So she was so confused, what should I do to soften my hair? So this is what we've said. Silicone free, sulfate free, create your own braid sheen or buy a typical braid sheen and spray your hair, and all of this will help your hair. Now that's because she was wearing braids. If your hair is just natural and you were not doing anything to it, We have created a lot of videos on YouTube that help you work with your natural hair to soften it and to help you comb through it. I even had to use my son was just about 4 years old, and I used him for a period of 1 year to watch how his hair was going, and I did a video on it to show you how easy you can handle your hair. And when we come through his hair, he did not even scream or wince or anything. It was so easy because of the different things we did, which I talked through in that video. So if you haven't seen that video and you want to see it again, just email us and we'll send you a link to it. The next thing she asked was, because this hair is so dry and so difficult to manage, should I put chemical relaxer in the hair? Ooh, what do you think? If you've been watching my videos and following us, what do you think? We are completely against chemical relaxers because they contain really poisonous chemicals called sodium hydroxide. I've done a full video on this, where the chemical itself is not for your hair. They're like sink blockers. They go in there and they take away the grime in your sink. That's what they're doing with your hair. They're taking away the protein in your hair, and you're not going to get any softer hair. All you're going to get is hair that's completely gone, and it will just be a matter of time before it completely breaks out and everything. Now, we wrote a lovely blog on this topic, and I called that blog 7 Reasons for Black Women's Hair Loss. So if you go onto our blog site, it's called worldofbraiding.wordpress.com. 7 Reasons Why Black Women's Hair Break. You will get all the information on that, just giving you plus more on how to avoid breaking and damaging your hair. So our World of Braiding helpline is going to be really usually short. It's not like our usual videos, straight to the point, telling you what needs to be done, telling you, answering your questions and helping other people as well. So remember to follow us and like us on all the social media, and I'll tell you all our names. On Facebook, we have World of Braiding with the anti-sun, World of Braiding and extensions. Now, most times when we have training and everything, we put images there. So go in there, check the images, you see what other students have done in training here. This will help you to start looking at different ways you should be creating your designs when you start working with our videos. We also have World of Braiding on Facebook, just World of Braiding. In there, you have images of hairs that I have worked with and how they come out. So while you're comparing to see what students' work look like, you can also go and compare to see what my work looks like. Then we have Instagram. Now, Instagram is all about people who have the iPhone. So if you have the iPhone, you can follow me on Instagram, and it's called @QueenBraids or @World of Braiding. So anyone you can follow. We also have Twitter again @QueenBraids, @World of Braiding. Any of them, we put the information there. LinkedIn, just follow me, Joy Fido. Go in there and ask to be my friend and the usual things, and we'll just put it on. We also have in LinkedIn what we call the Professional Natural Hair Glamour. It's a link that we created, and we have over 3,000 followers, where again people are bringing all their different information, things they know, and everyone's educating everyone. So get active on the social media to know what's going on, because you're not going to go anywhere just sitting in your own little house and thinking that you know it all. None of us know it all. You learn from other people. There's blog as well, which I mentioned earlier, worldofbraiding.wordpress.com. And our website where we sell the videos. So hairextensionsandbeauty.com. That's where we sell all the videos. And we also have worldofbraiding.com. Now we have the new thing now where you can download, so you don't have to buy the physical video if you don't want to. But again, there are people who want to have that in their archive, which I am one of those people. So if you want that, go into the world of hairextensionsandbeauty.com, and we'll send you your DVD. But if you want to download from the internet, you're quick, you want to get it now, go in there, World of Braiding. We have links where you can download DVDs. We have something else we are offering. We can offer you Skype support. So if you bought the DVD, we can support you through Skype. Skype is a free imaging platform where you can talk to me and I talk to you right back, and I can see what you're doing and you can see what I'm doing. So go onto the internet, go into Google and inquire more about Skype, we have that on offer. So you download the videos or buy our DVD, and then you show me images of all the work you're doing, and I'll look at them and I'll guide you through what needs to be updated, what is looking good, and all of that. So once we go through a program, you will get our certification. You get the Habia certification we talk about all the time. Habia certification confirms to you that you have qualified in doing what you're doing. So it's not enough to just buy your DVD and sit at home and struggle with it. We are happy to support you, watch what you're doing, guide you, and in the end give you a certificate confirming that you've been through the program. So it is something we're offering. Go into worldofbraiding.com and you see all of that information. And so we love to hear from you, and we're happy to support you in every way possible that we can offer. And we look forward to the next helpline.